What's up guys? Welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video. Today I will let you guys know what my opinion about migration for free-to-play or low-spender players, what you should and shouldn't do. So who am I to give you advice about migration? I am just a veteran player. I've played this game for over 600 days. You can see right here 605 days. I myself migrated once, and I had to go through all the shitty stuff because of the bad decisions that I made. At one point, I actually wanted to quit the game because Lilith totally screwed me over with the migration. So I used one passport to migrate to an Imperium kingdom when I was at 39 million power. But shortly after that, Lilith updated the passport system, and it then cost me 20 passports if I want to migrate again. That's a 2000% increase in passport costs. All I can say is, fuck you, Lilith. Take this up your ass. So the kingdom I migrated to was a total shit show, bad leadership, internal conflict, civil war, like everything you don't want in a kingdom was there. I was stuck there. I couldn't migrate because I didn't have enough passports. That is probably one of the worst mistakes I've made in this game. Anyway, I am also a leader of the strongest alliance in my kingdom. You can see right here, 6.8 billion alliance. I've seen many people come and go. I've seen people who migrate to new kingdom in hope of a new and better life, just to be so disappointed. I still keep in touch with many of them, and they share their migration experience with me. For example, I know a person who's been migrating 4 or 5 times and haven't won a single KvK. A group of players also migrated out from my alliance to play KvK in a different kingdom, also ended up losing in that KvK. A big player from my kingdom wanted to have arranged mightiest governor winners in our kingdom, but she did not get her way. She also migrated to a younger kingdom. She shortly after that started a civil war there and completely destroyed that kingdom. And many other stories. I hear more bad migration stories than good one. So I will be giving you guys my opinion on migration based on my own personal experience and other people's experience that I know. So if there's something you want to hear, then continue watching. First, let's talk about why do you need to learn more about migration before you decide to migrate. Once you migrate, it can be undone. You will have 30 days cooldown before you can migrate again. For a free-to-play player, it can take you 6 months or even more to acquire a passport again. For someone like myself, if I migrate now, I can migrate again for another 2 years. So after you migrate, your power will also keep growing. The next time you want to migrate, you will need a lot more passports. If you make a bad choice as a free-to-play player or a low spender, you're pretty much screwed. So it is extremely important that you know exactly what you are doing before you decide to migrate. So what are some common reasons for people to migrate? 1. After suffering a loss in KvK. Things almost always fall apart when a kingdom loses KvK. People blaming on each other. Instead of embracing each other through the tough time, many people just throw in the towel and migrate. Luck plays a major role in KvK. We've seen even the strongest kingdom fail in KvK. The people in the leadership are all human. Sometimes they make mistakes and it might cost the kingdom a KvK win. But it's life. You either be a hero or zero. Your kingdom player don't fight hard enough. Everyone has life. Not everybody can be super active on a mobile game. You need to understand that. KvK is like flipping a coin. You have 50% chance of winning. You either win or you lose. It all depends on your matchup. If you have a good matchup, you will most likely to win. If you have a bad matchup, you will lose regardless of whatever you try. You need to understand that having good strategy can definitely help increase the chance of winning by a little, but at the end of the day, it's mostly down to which kingdom are in your KvK. Like which kingdom you team up with, and how hard, like how much are the big spenders willing to spend on the war. I've worked with many people in the leadership team from other kingdoms, and I can tell you right now, most people in the leadership are devoted to the kingdom, except for some idiots or dictator. Like, they put a lot of time and effort in KvK. When things went bad, they need your moral support. They need you to pat them in the back and telling them that it's okay, we can do better next time. Like, learn and grow together. Don't play the fucking blame game and you lose KvK. Don't need to get worked up over missing out some stupid virtual rewards. 2. Mightiest Governor Event. I have such a big headache every time our kingdom discuss about Mightiest Governor Event. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to have rules that work in their favor. A kingdom rules can be changed anytime. Like today, I am the leader of my kingdom. I have a set of rules for Mightiest Governor Event. But tomorrow, I might not play the game anymore and someone else will take over and they will set a different rules. So migrating because of Mightiest Governor Event is definitely not a good reason in my opinion, especially for free-to-play players. Like, just get those commander from KvK's event. Come on. Like, don't migrate because of the Mightiest Governor Event. 3. Civil War. Sometimes there's conflict in the kingdom, and the only solution is to have a civil war. Winners stay, losers have to migrate. I understand that sometimes it's unavoidable, but most of the time we have civil war over some stupid things. Like, good reason to fight for a civil war can be you want to overthrow a dictator, you want to have a better kingdoms. Like civil war over losing KvK or over some disagreement in kingdom rules are just plain stupid. Like, you need to work it out in your kingdom like some human being with a functional brain and not like a bunch of animals just want to kill each other. Like, who suffers the most in civil war? Free-to-play players. Like, you the one who gets 0 first. So make sure you think carefully before you decide to migrate. Like, don't migrate because you feel bitter from losing a civil war. Like, in life, things don't always go your ways. It doesn't matter which kingdom you migrate to. There will always be something or a lot of things you do not like. You need to adapt. You need to be able to make adjustment to your playing style. And 4, we have is want to be in a younger kingdom to have a better chance at competing for some of the event. This could be a good or not good reason. It's good if you actually migrate to a free-to-play friendly kingdoms. It's not good if you end up into like a younger kingdom with a lot of big spenders. You just pretty much wasted your passports. You also need to know that more players can also migrate to the same kingdom you want to migrate to. So you probably won't be able to do well there for very, very long. And 5, your kingdom is dead and you want more active kingdom. This is a good reason. Like, you migrate because you want to enjoy the game with more players like yourself. It's completely understandable if you want to migrate out from a completely dead kingdom. So you watch to this point and you still want to migrate. Here are some things you need to avoid. 1. Avoid jumping together with big spenders. Why? Because if things don't work out in your next kingdoms, your big spenders will just jump to a different kingdom again and leave you behind. They are not going to wait for you to collect another set of passports to jump. So, like, don't jump with like big spender because they want to follow them. Like, play for yourself. 2, you want to go to a dead kingdoms. Do not go to a dead kingdoms. big mistake if you plan to migrate to a dead kingdoms to win Mightiest Governor event. You look at a dead kingdom Mightiest Governor event past winners and you think you have a very good chance of winning. You want to migrate there because you think you can get higher scores than some of the previous winners. Do you know about the ripple effect? If you go to a dead kingdom and you push points for Mightiest Governor event, the people there will also be pushing more points. You will not be able to win. You also will most likely lose interest in the game in a dead kingdom. You won't be able to do a lot of things there. You will stuck there for a long time before you can migrate again. Like, people want to migrate away from a dead kingdom, not to a dead kingdom. So, if you still want to migrate, avoid those choose. As a free-to-play players, you need to be open-minded and willing to adapt to new changes. You can't just migrate just because of something you don't like. Try to work it out. Try to adapt. When I migrated to this kingdom, things didn't work out. Did I want to migrate away? Yes. If I could migrate away back then, I would. But I had no choice but to stay and work it out with my kingdoms. Things turn out pretty okay now. Like, I took over the leadership, make some adjustment in kingdom rules to make everybody happy. Like, do some people still want to migrate away from my kingdom? Yes. Like, there are people who can buy passport and go find a new happier place. It's part of the game. All I am saying is, if you're playing with the mindset that you can just migrate away if things turn bad, then you will never try to work things out. There are many people in a kingdom with different opinion and everything. It's impossible to make everybody happy. Sometimes you just have to make a lot of compromise. So another KvK is starting soon. Like, our KvK starting in about a day. And some might soon be finished. I hope this video helped you have better overlook about migration. Right? Should free-to-play player migrate to an Imperium kingdom is also a good topic for discussion. I will make another video for it in the near future. This is about it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.